And good afternoon, happy Thursday to everybody, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I am Coda, and we are going to be out today in John Ruda's 389. We do have the custom 53-foot trailer from Imperator on behind us. Right now, we are sitting here in Burns, Oregon. First load is going to be going up over to Astoria. Hey, Terry, what is up? Thanks for joining in. So without any further waiting, we're going to climb into the truck, get the come apart N14 fired up, and we're going to get moving on down the road. And it is roughly very early in the morning here, just about 6 o'clock. So we'll have lights on for just a short moment, and then we'll be cruising during the middle of the day. Alright, we are set. Let's get on out of here. Hey, George, how's it going today?
Turn right.
Oh, you're the first one saying anything, Terry. George just has chimed in here. I mean, I'm not even sure how accurate my view counter is that I have, so it's like no big deal. I don't even pay attention to that anymore. Come and go from the stream all the time, Terry. A lot of them don't even say anything, so I don't even know they are there. I mean, you're not watching PewDiePie, who has 100 million subscribers or something like that, or even Ninja, who can get 25,000 people watching them. But then I don't play Fortnite, and my hair is not blue either. In the wagon, we got some appliances, 25,650 pounds worth, going over to Walmart in Astoria. Why would that be, Terry? My stream on Tuesday, that was probably the last time you will ever see a drill modding van trailer on this channel. Literally the amount of frame stutters that I had during that stream was ridiculous. And why they use 8K textures on for skins and whatnot, I have absolutely no idea, but it is ridiculous. Not needed. About that, Terry, to be honest with you. I mean, I am 46 years old. I guess I am a 12-year-old kid because I like playing this game. And the funny part is there are 70-year-olds who are retired truck drivers that love playing this game. So I wouldn't even listen to them, Terry. Hey, LeVar, how's it going today? I've got a pretty decent computer, George. It's no slouch. Literally, and with the amount of frame stutters that I was getting, not even worth it. Yeah, more pictures of Utah did drop today, and picture number 1 showed a frac tank. So that was actually revealed in the road to the reservoir is where we first saw that. And also we are going to be getting a, I'm just going to call it a Wilson pace setter, but we are going to be getting a grain hauler with Utah in addition. So a lot of good things coming. Hey Gary, how's it going? That would be just that construction zone we just went through, that would be just like real life. So the light on the other side is going to change red, then there's going to be a delay for any traffic to get through before our side would turn green. We are going to be getting grain haulers. I'm not going to say a Wilson pace setter because chances are it's not going to be a licensed trailer. We're just getting a grain hauler. And is it going to be an ownable trailer? I am not sure. But the blog post today did have a picture of that in a Rocky Mountain double configuration in AI traffic. So that is going to be something that is going to be new to the game with 136. And if they are going to do this with ownable trailers and showing them off, we should be getting grain haulers as ownable, the frac tankers, and then in addition your regular cisterns, because Utah is pretty much bringing us the oil field industry, so you are going to need ownable trailers for all of that. Very seldom if I do, Terry. I don't have the mod downloaded right now. And I will be honest, I did download, what was it, 2.8 or whatever it's up to now, and tried running with drill modding in the southeast. My game crashed after 20 minutes. Literally, it ate up every single piece of RAM in my system. So, I mean, I'm not sure if that was the trailer, the map itself, or a combination. Yeah, age has absolutely no difference if you enjoy playing a game. I mean, I'm going to play it as long as I can, really. Hey, what's up, Zach? Go to the SES forums to download it. And you're going to read the first thread underneath the map section. Be very careful which one that you download. Each download will have a description for it. So the first link is going to be if you have all of the DLCs. The last link will be if you have none of the map expansions. But there are going to be certain ones in between that say you have Oregon but no New Mexico, and another will have you have New Mexico but you don't have Washington. Just be very, very careful of which one you download because there are several different versions. Uh-oh, what'd you do, Zach? Or what didn't you do? what's up? Right now we're on our way to Astoria. No, Pete, not a new setup. I've had the truck, I've had the trailer.
Continue straight. Continue straight.
Ever since I tried out the game, literally I was just browsing Steam the one day, actually ran across videos of this on YouTube first and foremost, and wondering what the hell game is that? Found out it was American Truck Simulator, and what did I do? I went to Steam and downloaded the free-to-play Arizona. So you were able to pretty much run around Arizona without even having California or Nevada. The Elvis, what is up today? So I played Arizona for like 2 days on its own. Thanksgiving Day 2016, literally 7-8 months after release, I bought ATS, played 2 weeks on a keyboard, then went and got my first wheel, and the rest is history. I mean, literally, I cannot play the game without a wheel anymore. I'm waiting for a cattle pot to come into the game from SCS. The pinker version that is floating out around on the mod websites, that gene just crashes left and right, and I'm not getting one from Bart.
Turn right.
Yes, Terry. If you are going to be trying to use Vulgar there, Zach, it's probably not going to go through. Well, here's the thing, Terry. I just saw your question there. I had missed it. With Coast to Coast, say if you're gonna keep buying every single map expansion, you will just use that first download link. When a new state comes along, all Mantra does is go in and remove his sectors for that state, and boom, he's pretty much got his map updated. It's those who have different DLCs of that is where you run into issue at. So if you only have the base game, which is Arizona, Nevada, and California, there is one on there that does not have any updates since February, but it is kept up to date. You will be able to get to Washington, Oregon, New Mexico, and whatnot, but you will not have the SCS versions of those states. No idea, Edwin, with the new blog post and then the Instagram post saying coming soon. If you want to go on what they did with Washington, the achievements for Utah are already released. That happened earlier this week. When that happened with Washington, the state was released about a little more than a month later. I don't think we're going to be seeing this in early October, but more towards mid to late October. That's just my personal preference. It's not confirmed or anything, so do not quote me. What do you mean made in Mexico? Buy it in a retail store, or did you buy a digital copy from Steam? Roger that, Zach. That would definitely give you a suspension from riding the bus. Now I'm going to do something here with what my parents did. When they always told this story, we had to walk to school uphill both ways in a foot of snow when we were children. So, but yeah, I never rode a bus to school in my life. But I did have to walk a half mile to junior high, and that was a pain in the butt in the middle of winter. Roger that, Terry. You more than likely, you probably, did you get a disc to run the game? More than likely, I'm going to guess you just got a digital code in order to download from Steam. Guys do remember Thursday, for those who were here last year at least, Thursday nights, pretty much starting towards the end of August, was a non-streaming night for me because I was at a bowling league. So yeah, guess who is not bowling that league this year, because it's literally just too far to go across a mountain in the middle of winter. So I'm going to be sticking local. My Thursday nights are now free. Alright, what you're going to want to do, Terry, since you did buy the game, definitely install Steam so you can get the game updates. That DVD version that you got probably is not up to date. is absolutely free to create a Steam account. You're going to go to www.steampowered.com, download Steam and create your account, link your ATS game to that, and then you will be able to get all up to date. At least with the game version with trailer ownership and everything else. What version that DVD is on, gonna be anybody's guess. It might even be first version of the game.
Continue straight. Use the right lane.
Oh, it's going to be very easy, Terry, to be honest with you. Yeah, more than likely with that DVD-ROM that you have, there's probably, once you throw it into the computer, if there is even a DVD drive in that, it's going to have you download Steam for the game to be downloaded anyway. One thing I do want to do once I get up here to Astoria, I want to see if I can get a load going to Aberdeen or even Port Angeles just to do a run up the 101. That is the only place that I saw deer in Washington. I haven't seen them here in Oregon, but that's the only place I've ever saw deer run across the road. They're far enough in front of you to where you are not going to hit them, but I want to see if we can see them ever again. And it just seems like a very, very rare random event. I'm not going to tell you what car to get, Zach. I mean, that is, 79 Camaro is a very nice car, but it's also an 8-cylinder and going to be a gas guzzler. got it attached to your game. Basically, the jobs are going to be in the freight market and external contracts. I did try to run HFG's, the Peterbilt 3XX mod. I actually it's still active in my mod manager, but I'm not sure if anyone else ran into this issue. I've got a 379 all decked out, got it looking the way I want to. Didn't have a whole lot of lights on it, but anytime I turned the headlights on, FPS dropped by 30. And driving around the truck stop, depending on which way you were looking, the FPS dropped another 30 to 40 when looking in one specific direction.
Continue straight.
That did not seem very normal for me, and that was on the inside cab view. Now, I heard about people having an FPS issue with the interior, so I'm not sure if I was the anomaly or if that happens to everybody. Have a ways to go also, Zach, before you can even buy your first car, but insurance is going to be expensive. That car is going to be a classic here very, very shortly. Right now, actually 30 years old, you could put classic plates onto a 79 Camaro. That's actually 40 years old. Why did I say 30? I guess I don't know how to add today either. Not so much low on insurance. I mean, it depends on the bike, of course, and how much coverage you want to carry. Cheap on gas, definitely, but then you're talking maybe the tank is only holding maybe 6-7 gallons at most. And maybe I'll be generous, and I guess the tanks are getting bigger. They might be able to go up to maybe 8. I don't know. It's been a long, long time since I've ever ridden on a bike. What you would want to do then, Martin, is uncheck the forestry DLC from your library, wait for it to uninstall, check it again, and then go into game and make sure, and once it is detected by the game, it will ask you to link it. Once you do that, you should be good. Oh, and a whole lot can change in 3 years too. I mortgaged everything. I need cash. Or putting reefers in median every day. And then you've got CRST over there, a completely rebuilt Swift trailer. Yeah, there we go. My first car was a 1981 Chevy Citation. It was a hand-me-down from my grandmother. And the car was so old that it didn't even have a FM radio in it. It was strictly AM. Chevy Citation. Yeah, it is extremely old.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. You have arrived.
Alright, let's see. Alright, I can put it in there. At least if I remember how to back up, that is. I've got one of two cars, 2012 Jeep Liberty or a 2019 Cadillac XT5. Yes, I do, yeah. It's not, the car isn't anything special. the heck did I hit? Oh, let's try this again. Alright, I'm a little bit off in the slot here. Not bad though, we'll get that fixed right here. Yeah, but again, a car from the 80s is not going to be as fuel efficient as one from today either. And of course, go to bump the dog and we can't because there we go. Alright, let's take a look. We got anything to Aberdeen? No. Nope. Let's check the global car. The global here. So we're pretty much gonna screw ourselves if we're gonna still pull out a Walmart. Alright, there is Port Angeles, and I'm actually I can change that around so we go right up to 101, so no big deal. Well, now do you know, everyone's heard of Lexus. Do you know what car manufacturer that actually is? And no, Lexus is not its own manufacturer. I'll give you a hint. Ford has Mercury as its luxury brand. Chevy has GM. Who is the luxury brand for, well, Lexus is a luxury brand for who? There you go, Zach.
Turn right. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Crap, we're gonna have to stop. Oh yeah, it's a great time waster, Terry. I'll be honest, I am not much of a car guy, so I mean, I know basic things and that's about it. Hey, Jobby, how's it going today?
Take the exit. Use the left lane, then turn left. Turn left. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Now I just hope the a train doesn't come while waiting for the gate to open here at FedRex.
You have arrived.
Doing awesome like a possum. This is going to be a tight turn up here. With that said, of double sitting there, we'll get around here, but it's definitely going to be tight. And if I can stop stalling the truck, that would be even better. To be honest, I would go for fuel efficiency, so I'd probably take the Lexus. Mr. OCD has to get straight in the slot, otherwise, I mean, some people would just sit there and load, but I want to be more on the different side and actually be in the slot like you're supposed to be. Alright, and one thing we are not going over that way, we're going up to 101. There we go. 191 miles. Still a little bit of daylight here. Let's see once we get across into Washington if we're going to be able to see any deer. Yes, Terry.
Turn right. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
that everybody runs into. You have to fiddle around with the trailer brake because the way that SCS is trying to fix that rollback issue, yeah, it's a royal pain in the butt. See you, Zach. Hard to turn my head and keep the truck going straight, but I'll try to get another good look in the sleeper for you guys. Yes, we are in the Pacific Northwest. Rain is always a possibility. rain is part of the game. That was reworked in version, I want to say 133.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
This would be like a middle rain, actually. I believe there's one step above this, and then there's one really far below this. Now, some of the weather mods that are in the game make it very hard to see when it is a hard rain. So, I mean, I don't mind using those mods. I just find them, for the game at least, there's really no need for it. And with that weather mod that I'm thinking of here, if we were going to be trying to pull out here, this left mirror would be nothing but rain on it. You could not see, and that's an unrealistic. You're not going to very seldom run into something like that in the real world. Good timing, we got across that drawbridge before it was set to open.
Use the left lane, then turn left.
Good thing I caught myself there. We almost would have been starting in 5th gear, and that would have been a disaster.
Use the right lane, then turn right.
Whoops, I'm sorry there, Sinclair. Did not mean to do that. At least I didn't get fined for it.
Turn right.
something that's not a... No, it doesn't look like their wipers are on.
Continue straight.
Yep, we went right through that red light. Because, Coda's an idiot. I just didn't feel like waiting at another traffic light. That's probably not until we get into Port Angeles over at the Old Foods. I did not get the notification on my stream for some odd reason, but Emmanuel Celestin, thank you so much for the subscribe. I do appreciate it. Since I'm wearing headphones, I did not hear the notification on my phone either. That's how I found out that I had a sub. So I need to find out what the hell is going on with Streamlabs. A shortcut key that I can do that for both my intro, break, and ending screens.
Use the left lane, then turn left. You have arrived.
I should just turn on the parking every single time, but then we'll get into a like a rail export or something like that, and we'll have to do that stupid serpentine 90-degree back. That's the only reason I don't have automatic parking selected. No, I made the screens myself for it. And Coda, you are so stupid. Big time on that one. I want to know how I managed to do that. You're going to need a program in order to edit a picture for whatever you want to do it. mean, I use paint.net. It is free to use, very easy to learn. Alright, let's see where we can go. Those are very long trips. I'm gonna stay up here in Washington. What else we got here in Port Angeles? Everything else goes out of state. So, looks like we are going to Yakima. And you wanted to take a look at the sleeper, Terry? There it is. Probably going to the next yard that I hate besides the Bitamins. We're going to Tesla, basically, or otherwise Voltason Motors. Pain in the butt to get in and out of those.
Lane, then turn left. Turn left.
Even though I've got them all discovered, the Drake's Auto Sales that were added here in Washington, haven't even taken a load out of one of them yet. You can turn right on red. Yes, you can. Hey, Richard, how's it going? And if you're wondering what the truck is, we've got John Ruta's 389 today.
Turn left. You have arrived.
My name is Coda. And the reason I am going this way is, this way I hopefully don't have to do a blindside back into this little old dock here. It's going to be tight, but we can definitely make it. This is fine. We're just going to pull up here just a little bit, get the trailer straightened out a little bit more. We should be good to go. That also means when we're leaving, we are not going to be hanging a right and making that really big jackknife. No, we are going to be turning left. sorry. Yep, you guys did not see that. All loaded up. We go that way, we're gonna literally crunch the trailer, so yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that. Definitely these Tesla Voltason motors are not made for a 53-foot trailer with a long nose tractor, and you can get in and out of them if you know what the heck you're doing, but it's best to go into these with a pup trailer, especially if you're not experienced. We're in a Peterbilt large car today.
Turn left.
Was in a Kenworth W900A.
Turn left.
There is a W900A mod on Steam. By default, the game does not have it. And you may be asking, why doesn't the game have it by default? Well, it's very simple. The truck is no longer in production. So we are probably never going to see, say, like a K100 or even a Freightliner FLD, Freightliner Classic XL. Those are no longer in production by the companies. The only way we have those is a mod, and that's the way it's going to stick. Guys do have any questions about what mods I'm running, maybe my graphics settings, go ahead and hop in the chat and ask away. That I am not sure about. That's the one that pulled a fuel tanker behind it. It might have been a 1971 Mac R. You're referring to the movie with Ernest Borgnine in it. Is that correct, Terry? Hey, Vabe, how's it going? You're not overly late. No one is ever late to this stream. I'm doing great. That was the 1971 Mac R then, Terry. There's a mod for that along with the Fruhoff tanker on one of the mod websites. Hey Steven, how's it going today? So long since I've been through Louisiana on coast to coast, I'm not even sure what that even looks like anymore. We're on our way to Yakima. We're going down the 101 and then we're going to be going across Route 12. That one I am definitely not sure about, Terry. Now, if any of you had watched Black Dog with Patrick Swayze, everyone knows what that truck is, and they're the one that they were driving, that black one, Peterbilt 379. And I am even surprised that Peterbilt went for that. Literally destroying one of their most iconic trucks in that movie. I wouldn't have done it. Can a Dream, I believe, I'm trying to remember what the map load order for that is. There is a thread on the SCS forums for map load order, Vabe. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. I do recommend checking that out, though.
Use the left lane.
Yeah, nothing like a Caterpillar engine as he was going up a grade and literally destroyed another truck. But yeah, I know exactly that line and where it is in the movie.
Use the right lane, then take the exit on the right. Take the exit on the right.
That's quite a bit north of 120 miles an hour if my math is correct. Or it should be, I'm sorry, right around 100. My bad. How did I know he was going to do that?
Use the right lane, then take the exit on the right.
Yeah, just too bad we're going along here in the middle of the night. I mean, I'll show you where the road going back to St. Helens is, but we're not going to be stopping. We're in John Ruta's 389 today.
Turn left.
Roger that, Terry. Yes, this is a paid mod. And no, it was not given to me for free. I paid for this myself. Now, John Ruta's 389 is a paid mod there, Vabe. Don't want the wrong information going out. The way John Ruta sets up his trucks is you got the main truck mod, but he has what's called a key, which is an identifier in each of the mods that you need to have in the mod list above the truck in order for the mod to even work. Otherwise, your game crashes. That I am not sure about. Alright, if you guys ever want to go back to St. Helens, it is this little road right here, I think. I'm going to bring up the map. Yeah, it is. You'll turn right, go up here. Excuse me, turn, not this one, the second one, sorry. You can still go through the wood product to get to it, but go up here. You'll hang a left or right, depending which way you're coming. You'll then take this underneath, and you get out here to here, and right in here is St. Helens. Yeah, K100 is a great truck from Overfloater. If you want to run a modern truck that is very good, check out the W990 from Harvin. He had basically taken that Frank Peru truck, ripped it all the way down to the meshes, even made a new one, and rebuilt the truck correctly. download the W900A, but I might need to one of these days. There's a paint job on there that I've been trying to get a very good photo of, but unfortunately the Wings of Awesome from Western Star, literally every photo of that on the web is not that great that you can use. I mean, there's trucks that have it very clear, but trying to make it myself, I mean, I am not that good with paint.net in order to do it. And so if I ever get the W900A mod, I'm going to be running the Wings of Awesome paint job on it. I know that experience, babe. The first 2 weeks I got the game, I played with a keyboard. Even if you have a wheel without a shifter running in automatic, it's still a whole lot better. If you don't want to play with a keyboard but can't afford a wheel, you've got an Xbox One controller or an Xbox controller, you can use that in order to steer the truck too. The engine is in the truck. We're running a Cummins N14, 525 horsepower. And on the torque, we're at 1850. Rear end gearing is at 330. Are you running Creech Bomb's version 2.8? And his rework cat sounds are pretty good, at least from the interior. Exterior sounds not so much, but stay on the interior and you'll love it. It's just the C15 that was reworked, not the 3406. The engine that I'm running, either the 605 chipped, the 525, I believe there's even a 425 of this engine in Creech Bombs. To me, it's the best sounding engine and one of the better sounding Jakes. The new Jake brake sound, however, from Creech Bomb for the C15, absolutely amazing. You can get that right from the SES forums. However, it is linked to a share mods. And yes, Coda cannot drive. He stalled the truck again. If you don't want to do that, Steven, Wilson 212's engines on the Steam Workshop, they don't have the updated cat sounds, but they have most of the same engines in Creech Bombs. Engines are roughly the same, and you can give that one a download. And sounds, just search for on the Steam Workshop. If you're gonna go with Creech Bomb sounds, what you're gonna do is go to the forums. You're gonna click American Truck Simulator. You are then going to click on mods. From mods, you are going to click on sound.
Take the exit on the right.
And from there, it should be a engine mod for T800 sounds. W900 by Captain Creechbomb. Once you get that, you are golden. At least for single player play. Of course, mods don't work in multiplayer. Yeah, I find that sunrise and sunsets are the best looking in game. That would be Wilson 212. Yeah, that was done in post-processing there, Terry. He might have a screen that captures a photo, and if it was of an actual log sheet, that's what that was.
Use the right lane, then turn right. Turn right. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. You have arrived.
And please don't give me a stupid backing. And what does it do? Yep, not doing that. Sorry. Alright, what do we got here? There's gonna be a lot in Yakima, that I do know. Should we go up? What do we got? Wenatchee is too short. Bellingham wouldn't be a bad trip. Although, let me check the freight market that's here. Nothing going to Bellingham. Let's check external. There's one thing that I'm looking for to see if we can do that. And of course, nothing going to Bellingham from here. Yes, I do, babe. What I was looking for was a job going from that into up to the mountaintop in Bellingham. Let me get rid of my trailer here and let's see if I can find something. It's not going to be oversized, it's going to be articulated though. And we're going to go destination, we're going to want Bellingham. So let's take a look here. And nothing going to the top of the mountain. Darn, darn, darn. Let's just take a look here. I'm just gonna do another way here to see what else that we got. From Kingman all the way up to Bellingham we can do. What I can do is pretty much cut out most of that trip. So, I mean, it's not that, it's a kind of heavy trailer. I can go down to Kingman and get it, and then say put ourselves back up in Portland and then finish the drive. Because right now that is a very long drive on its own, and I really don't have the time to be doing all of it. We're gonna do that.
Navigation resumed.
And that is how you cheat and go around in the game. I'm using a mod that changes that, babe. It's called Sissel's Flat UI, so that's what I'm using. Oh, that's right. I'm not even sure if that works on this. I don't think advanced trailer coupling works on this truck. I don't believe it does. Yeah, it doesn't. So I'm actually going to have to get that disabled here.
Navigation resumed.
Alright, there we go. We just took out most of the drive here. So I basically just went to my garage here in Portland. Fuel should be alright, but let's go ahead, hop on Interstate 5 and get this up into Bellingham. And I don't have any slots for beacons on this truck, so we are not going to be running any. Going 60,000 pounds up that mountain, it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. The good thing is we don't have a very long trailer, so we shouldn't get stuck going around any of those sharp corners. Well, it's going to be daylight here in roughly about 5 minutes or so. Actually, it's sunrise already, but we're going to be pretty much in daylight the whole way up to Bellingham, which is a huge positive. Is curious if this drawbridge does raise, that answer is yes. It's not very common that it's up, but when you find it, literally stopping all the traffic on an interstate, it is quite interesting. maybe we will get lucky and not get stopped at the chicken coop up here. We haven't gotten any word from SCS in a while. Is anyone excited about the Lone Star? Hopefully that will be out by the end of the year. Sooner the better, of course. And no, that's not going to be a cheesy model like the VNL was. It's actually being built with the new way that they build trucks, like they did with the Scania R and S. The other truck that we know that they're working on is the Freightliner Cascadia model year 2018, or that's what they still call it. I don't know. I do know that the older Cascadias are still in production along with the newer ones, so how they differentiate between the two, that I am not sure. I'm gonna have to take a look at the brochures in order to find out, I guess. But the good news is that also Western Star and Mac are licensed. No word on any of those trucks of which one we're going to be getting. For Western Star, I'm going to just come out and say it. I hope it's the 5700. That truck looks awesome. For Mac, there are so many possibilities because they have so many trucks still in production. However, I think it's going to be the Anthem if we do get one, when we get the one from Mac. Only because that's their newest Class 8 tractor for over the road. I'm not sure, Terry, because I'm not sure who you were watching where that came up at.
Navigation resumed.
If it's a guy by the name of Martin Wenzel, I believe that is a log sheet then. Well, that truck, as far as I know, is also being completely rebuilt by Harvin. So he's got a couple of truck mods in the works. One of them is the Marmon. Creechbaum actually bought that truck for him to make. So that is going to be coming. And then from what I understand, the Mac Anthem's also getting the same treatment as the W990, getting completely torn down to the meshes and rebuilt. Yeah, if it's Martin, then yes, that is a log sheet. Although most drivers these days over the road do not use those because the logs are all done electronically. You would need to make a photo and then edit the photo and add it into OBS. And that is all done post-processing there, Terry. I mean, I could do it if I wanted to, but then I would have to literally edit that as I'm going along to do logbooks, so I'm not going to do that. And I'm a live streamer, I just don't record videos and then upload. This is going to be just out of the blue on this vape, but I mean, heat blur coming off the stacks. I mean, it's not needed, but it would add a sense of realism. Also, a risk-reward type system in regards to freight. I mean, you risk taking an oversized load, and if you don't get stopped at a weigh station or you finagle your way around, the reward is great. However, if you stick to the interstates, of course you got a chance of getting pulled in and then getting fined. And definitely the reefer needs work on it, and right now that reefer light is only on for frozen cargo. It needs to actually be on for refrigerated cargo, such as cheese, milk, not the dry milk, but your cheese, produce, veggies, that kind of thing. You're not going to be running a load in a reefer without those being at least with the reefer on. Your vegetables, potatoes, anything like that is going to be set to 35 degrees in a reefer. I mean, that is, it's common industry standard for that to be done.
Navigation resumed. Continue straight.
doubt if we will ever see physical damage on the trucks, just like we'll never see trucks rolling coal in the game. I mean, manufacturers are not going to want their trucks showing damage. And why they allow it for movies, I have no idea, but for a game they might. It's even been said by the beta testers, physical damage we will never see, nor will we ever see one of these trucks rolling coal. Rolling coal, C-O-A-L. So that's the black smoke that you see trucks emitting. That's actually diesel particulate, along with some stuff that is not so good for the environment. And the community wants to see it, but in today's day and age of trucking, the newer trucks do not emit anything but water vapor and nitrogen out of the stacks. When the DEF system starts going haywire, it pretty much will take a truck out of service.
Turn left.
Just want to download a photograph of a log sheet, Terry, and then edit the photo as you see fit. You would use layers in order to do that. Oh yeah, we're gonna get bumpy, and if needed, am running a 6x4. We will go ahead and pop that into run to 6x4 if we do need it. And we're gonna see what a 6x2 is gonna do. Or otherwise locking the differential. Funny part, in multiplayer, I was coming up here, there were guys going down that hill there because coming around here was all blocked. They'd just shoot down that hill and go on their merry way. we're not going up something that steep because I can't downshift that fast. The good news is we are probably hauling one of the shortest trailers for the forestry DLC with the tub grinder, so we really don't need to keep an eye on the mirrors as long as it stays to the outside of the turns. No reason to apologize. You're going to grab a picture of a logbook. You're going to save that to your computer. You're then going to use photo editing software and make the changes that you want, showing on duty, sleeper berth, off duty times, and you would add those by layers. Paint.net is one of the easiest to use, and even if you were going to go with the other free one, which is GIMP, which is very similar to Photoshop, and there are tutorials all over the web on how to use them. Hey, we made it to the top of the mountain. How about that? I am not on IG.
You have arrived.
And they want it right over there, of course. They've got a working tub grinder here. Why did they need another one? That's my question. Oh yeah, there are lots of video tutorials on how to use them. No, once you learn, it's a piece of cake. And we're going to shut it down here for this Thursday evening. I do want to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you're already not subscribed, please hit that big old red subscribe button underneath the video. If you want to get a notification, enable those by clicking on the gray bell. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday nights. As always, keep that shiny side up, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.